Okay. Settings. Subtitles are on. Okay. Time to start. Now lying. Nice. Instead of loading.
Can you hear me? Geppetto's puppet. We need your help.
Oh, damn. Clearly we need him to be making prostheses for people.
Ah, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. I see they got Jiminy too. But we have to hurry.
Oh, that's how you spell that?
My name is Sophia. Please come to Hotel Krot, and I'll explain what's happening. Jiminy, please escort him to the hotel.
Not gonna lie, I always thought it was spelled like Jim, as in J-I-M. Uh-huh. Is there a run, though? Oh, I found the attack button. Not what I was looking for.
Let's get you out of there. Find something that might help. But the streets are not safe. Arm yourself with one of the weapons over there. It'll be helpful on your way to the hotel.
Uh-huh. Dexterity, strength, or balance. I think I might go balance, because that's the saber. I'm not a fan of rapiers.
Destination Hotel Croat. Recommend escaping from this location.
Oh, now I can run. Okay. Now, presumably there is a dodge. Oh, all of the... Okay, there's the block. All of the shoulder buttons are attacks, though, huh? Okay, there's my dodge. No? Nothing in any of that? Okay. So let's just use my arm. Ooh. Okay, so... Normal attack, special attack, hold down to charge. Oop. I was attempting to roll and I hit the punch button. This button is gonna get me into trouble. The left trigger. I know it. Oh, someone's thumpy. What is that? Oh, he big smack. Big smack. Use pulse cells to recover HP. Okay, so Estus flasks. Dim ergo fragment. No idea what that is. I will find out when it is necessary. So the fact that my weapon came as a handle and a blade means presumably you can like customize your weapons a little bit. Does this open? That does open. Oh? Okay, so perfect guards. Perfectly timed guards.
You cannot squeeze a door.
Oh.
Switch me on and gently light the way.
How about you don't shoot at me instead? Switch you on, huh? Weapon durability. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Oh shit. You got me, I didn't see ya. Credit where credit is due. I was more concerned with Thumpy Boy. Thermite. Thermite. I'm assuming that's, well, obviously it's gonna come up for some reason, but nothing that I've seen so far. There we go. Lovely. He's just thumping away. Passenger's note. Oh, don't be doing whatever the hell that was. Bag. Defense parts, amulets, costume, gesture. Passenger's note. Anyone finds this note, get it to the station and run. That it? Oh. Be sure to steer clear of the waiting room. I saw a huge puppet smashing people to death in there. I locked the door, but I don't know if that'll work. At least it should stop people from randomly coming in. I'm going to die soon, so I would want to help you, even if it's not much. Please survive, anyone. Yeah, I also see big smashy boy. He doing a heckin' smash. He's smashing like it's Markiplier's Pokemon video. Oh, Fable Catalyst. Another Ergo fragment, whatever they do. Gonna assume it might be your souls, or like the soul fragment equivalent. The items that you got that occasionally where you could like consume them to gain souls. Gonna unlock these doors or create ladder. Okay. Or go down ladders to create shortcuts. So there's that door open now. Do I win against this big smashy boy? Let's find out. Oh, I got grade 8. Oh, he's got a shoulder check. Oh, I'm just playing like an idiot now. Oh wow, that had range. Wow. Lie or die, huh? Okay, cool, cool. I was not expecting to die that soon. Okay, that's how you run. Got you, got you. You gotta hold the dodge button for run. Which door was it that I opened? Not this one. Extra bag. Switch weapon. I was gonna say I only have one. Wonder why the switch weapon is high, like lit on the side, but the switch arm isn't? Like presumably the arm is not lit up because I don't have another one to swap to, but I don't have another weapon either, so. Use blade fable arts while guarding, use handle fable arts. Weapons have distinct blades and handles that each have their own art. Okay. Charge fable slots by attacking enemies with your weapon. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. Why did I hit that? Oh, that... not sure if I didn't hit block in time or if it just did enough damage to kill me through it. I know there's no iframes apparently, because I saw memes about that. Oh yeah, no, you take damage through block. I got it. I got it. So you really do need to time the block to get the perfect blocks if you're gonna block at all. How? Left bumper plus Y. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button, that's why. Right trigger hold for a charge attack. Face a staggered enemy and press RB for a fatal attack. I don't think I did that right, but it killed him, so I'm not gonna complain. Because that looked just like a standard attack. Unfortunately. Oh, I guess I can't open that door. Guess it really doesn't matter too much, just, yeah, there's a couple enemies less if I was able to go through that one. Main entrance key used. So what are the sawtoothed wheels for? Can throw it? Can be thrown to draw an enemy's attention. Oh. Interesting. And then ergo is definitely that. A thermite bomb that can be thrown. Rapidly charges Fable. Okay, cool, cool. Alright. Use the Stargazer for fully recovering HP and stamina as well as pulse charges. So campfires. Be revived in case of death.
This is called a Stargazer. A marvelous device the Stalkers used in the past.
Warning. Puppet threshold exceeds danger estimates. Please reduce puppet numbers or reset danger parameters.
As we are not strong enough to beat the puppets. But if I lent my power to this Stargazer Stargazer will make you stronger. But the Stargazer's strength doesn't last forever. So be careful.
Interesting.
Hurry up and come to Hotel Krat.
Oh. Hey, I see. Guard regain and HP. Stamina, legion and weight. Physical attack. Physical attack. Legion and status effect. It looks like status effect. Resistances. I'm spaced out there for a second on what I wanted to say. Motivity and technique. So that would bring me to 17 increase. So they're both the same. I will hold on to my stuff for a second. Equipment. So this is based off of both then. That's what they mean by balanced. Okay, so advanced is probably affects your magic stuff? No, that's not what I want to do at all. I wanted to switch display. Increases attack temporarily. Cool, cool. Let's put one into each of those. And then one into weight. Okay, where did you come from though? Oh, I was out of stamina. That was bad. Not smart. What was that? The Krat Grand exhibition has been delayed. This decision was made to protect the citizens until the puppet frenzy that has recently paralyzed the city is under control. The occurrence began on Rosa Isabella Street, resulting in hundreds of casualties. While the cause is still unknown, the number of casualties and the scale of damage are both growing as the crisis dragged on. The workshop and Wow, I don't know how to say that. Veningi? No. Venigni Company, Krat's largest puppet factory, announced that they would offer emergency supplies to citizens and do everything they could to alleviate the situation. A task force is investigating the possibility of a fatal loss of the Grand Covenant, which is the control protocol of the workshop's puppets. However, there is no quick solution as of now, with the puppet frenzy resulting in more casualties. As the city braces for a resurgence of the petrification disease, the citizens were advised to stay indoors for their safety. However, many citizens are trying to escape through Karat Central Station, intensifying the general chaos. Dim fragment. I took way too many hits from nonsense there. Oh, I don't quite have enough for another point. Yeah, okay, they do all respawn. Okay. Let's go over here first. Because there's an item on the ground, and that's usually all it takes to get my attention. I should be trying to break stuff too. Because I know some stuff, a lot of the stuff is breakable, so you never know what might have stuff in it. No. There we go. Jeez. Yeah, I could have done that. But I could just kill him. Oh? Can the boxes give... Oh yeah, they can! So even if they don't have items in them, sometimes they just have, your EXP equivalent, the Ergo. Also, I just realized, is it Ergo or is it Ego? Well, what does it say in the... here? Ergo. Okay. Feel like Ego would have made more sense, but then maybe they didn't want to go for that psychology kind of feel. Oh. Yeah, no, I gathered that, but... Hmm. Oh well. I'm gonna assume that's a later thing. Can you... Oh, you're gonna find your way up to me, okay. Oh, man. Alright, that didn't lead to where I thought it did. Huh. Smash all these. Grab the dim fragment. Oop. Smashy, smashy. Oops. There's that fucking arm again. Oh wow, the arm hurts, man. Yeah. Maybe it's not gonna get me in trouble. Maybe I just need to remember that technically it's slightly stronger than my regular weapon. And punch people once in a while. There we go. Huh, I wonder how you get there. You can't guard or dodge fury attacks, but you can counter with a perfect guard. Oh, lovely. Okay. That guy hits hard. They are definitely not messing around in this game when it comes to like the early enemy damage. Is he gonna... No? Dang. Okay, it automatically locks onto the next target when you kill the one that you're locked on. I don't know why, but in my brain I didn't think they would do that, so I went to do so manually. Ended up unlocking on. Okay, nothing around any corners. Down attack. Either right button while falling, huh? Alright, that could have gone better, could have gone worse. Oh. Well, hello there. Urgent repair tool. I'm guessing that's because the weapon durability, that's going to be a repair item. Up or down? Well, down appears to be just this, so I'm going to go down. Two catalysts, because he dropped one. Huzzah! Yeah, you can't go anywhere from here. Didn't think so, that's why I went there first. Oop. I wonder if hitting the wall is damaging durability. Okay, this is where it let out. Alright, alright. I gotcha now.
Powerful parade puppet is blocking the entrance, and that's the only way. So please, be careful.
Powerful parade puppet. Is that the guy that I fought with the pole, or is that a different guy? Huh. Okay, he's just regenerating health, so I should probably stop that now. Use repair. Huh. Alright, 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 okay. Oh, that's really cool. Like I said, I should stop, and then I'm going straight back to doing it again. I get the feeling you can kill it if you don't mess up. Huh? I guess so. You can't.
Hello there. Welcome to Krat, visitor. I didn't think there were any stalkers left to fight the puppets. You didn't hear? Figures. The whole organization fell apart. All that's left are wannabes and amateurs who think they can fight on their own.
I would imagine I'm an amateur.
At the festival. You can't rely on yourself alone. Out here alone? You could use some help. Here's a
At least
festival gift
just
for you.
assuming that I am one anyway.
Something useful.
Ha 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 ha. Large output battery. Temporarily imbues weapon. So motivity is strength, technique is dexterity. That makes sense. Guard, parry, absolute defense. I don't know what I would need yet, so I'm not gonna buy anything. Honestly, some extra stamina probably wouldn't be a terrible idea. So I'm gonna put 1 point into that. And some extra health probably wouldn't be a bad idea either. Wait, there was an entire other section when I came out from the beginning. I wonder, I'm not missing anything, am I? Where am I thinking of? No. I'm thinking apparently I'm of getting my butt kicked on my way back to check if I missed anything. Like, jeez. I know this guy over around the corner's tough and might kick my ass, but let's not take all the damage on the way there. Cause there's this bit, and then when I came out up there, it looked like I could go the other direction a little.
Destination Hotel Quad. Optimal location for observing the destination.
Oh, cool. So there's just like a little voice line. Hmm. Ah. Yeah, that guy's rough, man. Some of his attacks is like, okay, I know that he's about to strike. Some of them it's like, okay, he's just hitting me. Okay, so there's just a fragment. Still, there was still something there. So it's still worth it to come back and check, I think. Restore my health. I feel like... Is my mouth not sinking? Or am I blind? Could be a bit of both, honestly. Yeah, whatever. If it is, great. If it isn't, oh well. Um... Grab one more health, just cause. I don't recall ever hearing people complain about having too much health in a Souls-like. Introducing the Puppet Parade. Oop, that's not the right button. Here appears a terrific puppet that will enliven the parade. Introducing Parade Master, a remarkable parade puppet model from the workshop to celebrate the grand exhibition. Hello there, I am the Parade Master. I like singing and marching with people. Parade Master has the following functions: 16 jolly songs, cheerful laughter, and 54 parade phrases, parade dances to delight children, the strength to carry 6 men on his shoulders. one of those things feels a bit less necessary for a parade master, but to each their own. This parade master was made it big in commemoration of the grand exhibition. Check out its charms on the eve of the upcoming exhibition. Alright. So he's a big boy. Is he also round? I get the impression he might be. Damn! Oh, he big. Ah. Oh, I thought he was staggering. That's not the right button. That's the one I was looking for. They built this for children. Like, damn, man. Alright. Hmm. Okay. So my stuff is picked up at this before I walk in.
You could use some help.
Temporarily use the weapon with electric blitz. Hmm. I feel like I'm gonna need something. Probably the throwable, though. Feel like this is one of those, you don't need it, but it's gonna make the fight easier if you use it. Damn, he is always gonna hit me with that. But I'm always gonna use my fucking healing item when I'm trying not to. Dodge towards, not away. Oh, man. I did way better. At least I think I did way better. I got a bit greedy there. Damn it! I did better on the last one. Okay, so what could I improve on? I could use my handle effect for increased attack more frequently. Not get hit by stuff early on would be nice. Ah! If I had gotten out of the way of that, I could have at least healed. Alright, let's see here. Use all of these. Do one more into strength. Okay, the one I chose was the most durable. Now that makes me slightly heavy. Hmm. I'm guessing that was a perfect block. Damn. He squished me. No, I can't get the timing down for that. Why do I keep, like, overestimating the range of the weapon? That's so weird. Really, with the cage? The disrespect. Wait, what are the abilities for this? I mean, that's not what I wanted to do. Wait, okay, unequipping it does. Now, what I want to see is that slash an enemy in front of you, use an extra flammable slot to slash up to 3 more times. Perfectly block the enemy's attack temporarily. I see. Ow. Yeah, I get fucked. Eliminated. Parade leaders ergo. And quartz. Special time. Oh, I didn't get to read all of that. Oh well.
Out here alone?
I will store that, I think. I might as well keep both weapons on me and equipped. I don't see why not. I'm only slightly heavy. And if I'm honest, the roll feels pretty chunky anyway. So. Oh.
Energy depleted.
Okay. Quit, like, acting like you're gonna get up and be an enemy that I have to kill.
One more thing I should mention. The hotel's security excludes puppets like you.
Uh-huh.
So you'll have to lie to get inside. You're a special puppet after all.
Okay, but first, there's an item over here. Oh, okay. Can't break those. Alright, is there anything in this corner? No. How about around over here? Yes, yes, there is something over here. A dim fragment. Oh, and there's something over here as well. A hidden moonstone. Weapon upgrade. What? Can I read those again if I go look at them in the inventory, or? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, wait. P organ ability activation part. A tiny colorful ergo fragment. Oh. Okay. Upgrades normal weapon blade up to +3. Okay, cool.
Welcome to the sanctuary of the Grand Covenant. Prove your identity. Who are you? Grand Covenant's fourth law. A puppet cannot lie. Welcome to Hotel Krat.
Interesting. Your springs are reacting to the fact that I lied? What does that do, I wonder? So that was just the prologue, and I died that many times. That's It's a good sign for the future. Grand Exhibition. It's like the World Expo or whatever it was called. Or the World's Fair, that's what it was. It was the puppet in the alleyway with the lead pipe. Such a cool concept for a game anyway. Just ah.
I'm so happy to see you. I am Sophia. I've been waiting for you. Searched all over the city of Krot to find you.
Well, apparently I was in a
You
chair.
must have questions. Geppetto will have answers. But we have to find him first. He was last seen on Elysian Boulevard. All of Krot is dangerous for humans. And that neighborhood is one of the scariest.
Nice.
Please find Geppetto on Elysian Boulevard. I'll explain more once you find him.
$20 more health, 5 more stamina. I could get a little bit more damage. I'll go with health.
Look at Gemini. I think he's in shock.
Jenny is fine.
That's proof you're broken. The real Gemini isn't so calm. I'm no
That's an
inventor,
understatement.
but perhaps I can fix him. Or perhaps he'll fix himself in time. Wait, take this pocket watch. Krot is a labyrinth of peril right now. This watch will guide you to a safe place. Be careful, clever one.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Sounds vaguely like a Prince of Persia situation. Oh, hey, how's it going? Hotel Krat is one of the city's creepiest and most mysterious buildings. According to lore, Hotel Krat is an isolated castle built by an aristocrat devoted to a form of occultism after receiving a revelation from a radiant tree. It be going. How are you? I'm not too bad. At one point, it was used as a mental institution, and some patients say they saw hallucinations. However, no records remain as they were all destroyed in a large fire. It's always a fire. Whenever there's a old building, the records are always destroyed in a fire. Above all, being so far underground just compounds the rumors. I mean, not dying quite so often would make it would be an improvement, but that's on me. Some even said that it was connected to an unknown hell. But now the rumors have served to embellish the charm of Hotel Krat, which has been renovated in the latest style. As the recent rumors of the Grand Exhibition Ghost Hotel spread, more customers are actually looking to stay at the hotel. I would totally stay in that hotel. Also, the hotel just looks pretty awesome in this game, honestly. You believe in me? Well, that's nice at least. I started to get the hang of it. It's just a bit rough because, like, I haven't really completed any Souls-like games before. I have played a couple, but the dodge roll feels a bit more awkward in this than other games like it. I don't think it's because there's no invincibility frames. I think it's just the trying to learn which direction do you roll in. Do you roll towards the enemy? Do you roll away from them? Do you roll sideways? Next is a comment from the hotel owner, Miss Antonia. A ghost hotel, I've heard that more times than I can remember, but unfortunately our hotel guests are brave like lions. It's not a problem at all. Rating 4 out of 5, creepy and mystical, best resort in Krat. Reporter Medoro. This guide was made with the support of I hate that name, man. It's so hard to pronounce that word. Venigni Company, a friend of the city. Yeah, like in most Souls-like games, you have invincibility frames when you roll, so it doesn't really matter which direction you roll in as long as you roll at the right time. In this, apparently it doesn't have those, so if you roll, you can roll into attacks and get hit by them.
Unexpected guests are welcome. We don't insist on reservations.
Oh.
I am Antonia, and this is my hotel. Welcome. Oh,
She reminds me of Anastasia, the the old Disney movie.
A few loose screws, but Geppetto's skills are undiminished. It's a shame. He took off for Elysian Boulevard, and he never came back. If it doesn't turn up soon, we'll have to make a new coffin. Oh, I forgot. I was keeping this for him.
She's got the undisclosed cough die disease. Oh no.
But I think it's better off with you. Please find that old man. And do take care of yourself out there.
Yeah, it's definitely said that way. It's just that it's when you're reading it and it's in the middle of a sentence, it makes my brain go wait, what the hell? It's such an awkward word to come across in the middle of reading something. It kind of it's like a static. Was that a costume for me, or was that... Ooh. Oh, I'm in bag, not... Okay, that was... I was like, hang on, what? Do I like that better or worse? I kind of like the default, honestly. It reminds me of like the Three Musketeers. You like my voice? That's... I hear that a lot from people. I always felt kind of iffy about my voice because it sounds so feminine, but lately it's been... I guess I've been more accepting of it. Don't know if it's necessarily more accepting or just caring less that it sounds feminine. Either way, same result. I'm embracing it more, which is the important bit, right? Oh, there is a fast travel between the respawn points. That's cool. I saw someone over here, I thought. Ah. I presume she upgrades weapons.
But to see you in person, wow. You should take this. Geppetto left it with me.
That woodpecker thing would drive me nuts. What the heck is that? that is a grappling hook and a half, man. Looks like I could go spear fishing with that. Legion arm is a special equipment that is equipped on the left arm. Each Legion arm has its own combat ability, can be modified into all sorts of forms. Modification can be made using the craft machine. But yeah, this woodpecker thing would drive me nuts if that were on the end of my desk. Just... Yeah, that would not be for me, man. Just hearing like that impact every once in a while. Can I pet the cat? I can pet the cat. Oh, never mind. The cat don't like me. One of the more masculine, feminine voices you've heard? Yeah, I can see that, because like I've heard a couple of other people, particularly on Twitch, that are definitely more feminine than mine.
The sound of it alone. That craftsmanship comes only from the hands of Geppetto. You must be something else. A custom arm from Geppetto himself is quite an accessory. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I am Eugenie from the workshop.
Eugenie? That's an interesting name.
I'm sure Master Geppetto would agree. If any of your weapons need work.
Okay, so she does upgrade weapons.
I know my way around a weapon.
Yes. Yes. Alter handle. Oh! Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that's cool. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like it. So this would make it scale off of strength. That would just add advance as a scale. That feels like the more useful thing. Not that I can do any of them. Oh, that removes the technique scaling. That's why. I was like, why does that put the damage down? If If you have a moonstone, you can upgrade. Yeah, I only have one though. I don't think I want to use it right away. Because I'm still not 100% sure which build route I want to go down. If I want to stick with kind of splitting my points, or if I want to go into a specialty.
Welcome to Hotel Krat. My name is Polendina, butler to Lady Antonia. Please let me know how I may be of service. At Hotel Krat, comfort and calm walk hand in hand.
Ordinarily,
Welcome to
I would
Hotel
be
Krat.
worried about the fact that
How
his
may I
mouth
be
isn't
of
moving,
service?
but since he's a puppet, I guess it makes sense. Legion magazine. Okay. So none of this is anything I particularly want. What is upstairs? Actually, see, like, this is a really pretty hotel, man. Oops. As I run into the camera because the stairs are there. That is so tall, too. I love the aesthetic of this game so far. No items out here, though. Oop. You were about to say something? Lost your train of thought? No? Okay. Oh wait, I'm running past the doors, not even seeing... That's not knocking. Knock on the door, and he smacks it. Ah. That was... okay. I feel like you don't need... Oh, you need the key. I thought it said I used the key. I was like, what? Why are you knocking on the door if you opened it? So it must be out here that I go then. Out this exit. I still love that instead of saying now loading, it says now lying. Elysian Boulevard entrance. Cloudy morning. Does that mean there's gonna be weather effects? That'll be cool. What the heck?
I hate these guys. But don't be alarmed. My name is Gemini. We'll talk later, when we're safe.
Alright. She did say it was dangerous. That's weird that this respawn is directly underneath of it, because I keep thinking that that thing's gonna fall. Oh, it's this guy. He's the one making the sound. Anyone else? No? You like the purple? Yeah, I really like the color purple.
Elysian Boulevard was a regular rich people row. You wanted fancy boutiques and shops. No place better. But that was long ago.
It does
Before
seem
the
that way,
puppet
yeah.
frenzy.
It's just looking at the actual buildings, it does look like it would be fancy, expensive shops. Nope, it's the other side for to open that. Took me a bit to realize that that's what was happening, because it allows you to try and open it from both sides. But if you're opening it from the one side, you get shocked and it doesn't open. But yeah, these all seem like really fancy shops. Puppet string is my ability thing now for the arm. Oh wow, okay, cool. So it turns me into Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. A ninja, yeah. Lada F-150 frame. Equipment menu. Oh, this can be some complicated stuff, huh? Okay. I take it then, yeah, okay, so that makes it a bit easier at least. I thought these were like you could equip any of them in any slot, and I was gonna be like, oh no, because those are a lot of stats to have to compare side by side. I'm still only slightly heavy, right? Yeah, still only slightly heavy. I'm gonna unequip the other sword anyway, just so that I don't have to worry about getting slowed down or anything. I don't know how weight works in this. Okay, the ladder, clearly. It definitely wants me to pay attention to the ladder. There's nothing else. Okay. Chamber of Machina Workshop, huh? Oh, jeez. I hit so many buttons there at the same time. I went to attack and dodge and step backwards all at the same time. I was kind of hoping that was just going to pull him off the roof and he'd fall. Gemini's emergency protection. There's no one around. What does that do? Temporarily protects death ergo when hit. Oh, cool. That lowers the ladder. Is this an area I've been in? Yeah, okay, that's just a shortcut to return. I getcha, I getcha. Oh, he's slightly different. Ow. Now I know why he's slightly different. Okay, I was not expecting that double hit. That guy was way tougher than I thought he was going to be. Star fragments. Oh, okay, that's to summon allies. For bosses, I guess. Oh, this is bad. Nope. Nope. Get the heck out of that corner. But almost had me there, holy. That was almost all over. Attribute resistance ampule. So many items to read. When used, it enhances resistances. Okay. Well, you matter too. Ow. There's not enough space for me to swing my weapon there. Where does this go? It's hard to tell where I have or haven't been. Okay. Have a good day or night, wherever, whatever time it is where you're at. And it was nice talking to you too. You take care as well. And thank you for the follow. Oh, he's inside the building. Oh, I can't grab him. Um... Oh, what? Oh, he was able to hit me from where he went to. Okay. That was such a far ways too. Nope, I'm climbing up the ladder. You can't get me now. I don't need to fight all of these guys again. Ah, I messed that up. That last attack missed. Dino Nuggies are ready. Okay. Let him charge in. Almost 2 hours. Not sure exactly how long I want to go. But I am really enjoying this game. Get my stuff back. Can I grab you from here? No. I really need to grab that guy, man. Ow! Damn, that guy got my ass. Okay, this isn't another one of the white coat guys. Hang on. What's around here? Frozen Man's letter. Huh. Alright, what's up this ladder first? Oh, is this how you get to the guy who was throwing stuff? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I didn't even realize at the time that there was two of them. I thought it was just that he had moved. Yeah, why are you giving me that tutorial again there, though? I think I killed the guy that you're talking about already. Maybe I didn't, though. Maybe there's another one. Oh, there's another guy. Oh, okay, this is like it's the next building over. I get it. Sharpen my weapon, or repair my weapon before I go in here for this. Okay, that... Oh, he's not dead. Get his ass. That went better than I expected it to. A life amulet. Can be equipped from menu equipment amulet slots. Increases max HP. Nice. Oh yeah, actually, it feels like a good idea to unequip that entirely. Because it instantly kills you, and that sounds like something that you shouldn't have on just because, yeah, there's a potential to accidentally use it. Okay, so there's enemies out there. I'll repair that in a second. Yeah, let's just repair it now. Switch Legion arm. I only have the one. Hmm. Oh, I guess I have the, just going down to the basic arm that you punch with as well. Oh, you can use it to travel to enemies as well. Okay, that's neat. Ow.
Why, hello! I didn't know anyone was alive out here. I know what you're thinking, but I'm not a burglar. I'm just crashing in an abandoned house for a while. Don't worry, I won't cause any trouble. We survivors need to look out for each other.
Dude, your
For your information,
face
I
is
didn't steal this.
completely wrapped. Electric coil, stick head, and handle. Blunt weapon. Huh. Sure. So that'll be like the magic equivalent. So let's equip that for a second and give it a try. Ah, so it's like a stun baton. Huh. Greatly increases electric blitz attack temporarily. Jump and powerfully strike downward at an enemy. Huh. That's really cool. I'm not gonna have it equipped right now just for the weight capacity, but I might put some that to use. Oh, I can't level up at these anymore. I have to go back to the woman, Sophia. Ow. So I'm just gonna kill you and then go back and heal at the thing. Because that was a lot of damage to take. And that will respawn him, but much better. I hit the button, but I did not hit it in time. Okay, so I can't shoot that upwards, like, at all. Okay. Ooh, there's an item down there. There's a bunch of items down there.
I can sense something strange. Jeepers. Is that a butterfly? Why is the ergo reacting like that? If you want to check it out, I can take point.
Okay, so that went well. I knocked that guy off. Okay. Kill it to get useful materials. Oh. Well, I didn't really chase it at all. I should have. How do you... Oh, there we go. Yeah, like that's just gone now. All these ladders. I'm not sure where to go. Gonna start by going down here just because there's items. Ow. Should have known that would attack me back in some way. So this could probably be used as a trap.
I wish we could play together. Like
God, these guys suck. Don't die to random normal enemies, man. Jeez. Okay, and then this should open, yeah. Oh. Nope, that's the wrong side. Uh... You're just a regular guy, never mind. I thought he was another one of the white coat guys. Okay. I get the feeling that shouldn't have worked, but it did, so. Okay, so there was just items and stuff down here. Wonder if I go back to the Stargazer, if the butterfly respawns, or if this butterfly thing is just gone forever now. All because I went up to double check the stupid area where I killed the one guy throwing the items. Oops. Was not quite close enough. It does. Oh yeah, definitely worth coming back for that. That's funny that you can see him hanging off the side. Okay, so I'm guessing I go down this ladder now then. Ah, it's another big guy. Will he come close enough that I can... No? Not close enough I can do a drop attack on him? Do that just in case. Oh my lord. Comboed. I went to try to heal, but I didn't think I had the distance to do it. I should have maybe went for it anyway. God, man. Oh my god. That sucks. That was like 1800. It's now just gone. Because I fell off the damn roof. Man. There we go. That gave me a weapon, too. Huh. Interesting. Oh, tricky. Was not expecting them to block. Well, can you drop your swords and actually have them be an item for me? Because they look pretty nice. Use that to heal. There, now I'm in a better spot. At least HP wise I am. Urgent repair tool. Oh yeah. That's a thing that I should probably do. Okay, that's not necessarily where I want to go right away. Because this is also opened. Oh, this is just the basement. Okay. That was... Okay, repair it. Punches it, and that's it. Gotcha, gotcha. But now I can travel between the two.
For your information.
Yeah, you didn't steal anything. Heard you the first time you said it. And now I can go back down. Oh yeah, but these guys will have respawned. Hang on, I wonder if they can drop their sword. Let's try farming here for a little bit. Oh, I got excited. Remove attribute status ailments. That sounds useful anyway, though. Alright. I don't want to sit and try and farm a weapon that I don't even know for sure can be dropped. And even if it can, I don't know whether or not it's good.
Come out, Geppetto! You got a lot to answer for!
I see, so that's why it's so dangerous, because even the humans are going to be after him.
You know what caused the puppet frenzy, don't you? You're their maker, practically their father. You and the alchemist scheming together. Tell me the truth.
Okay.
What's your problem? I'm here for the old man. Get lost. Wait. I know you. Or more like, I know what you are. You're the devil's puppet. You can't sneak past me. Die!
Oh, wow. That's a big sword. Yeah, just get hit by every attack, man.
I'll kill you both, then string you up on the bridge.
I'd rather you didn't. If it's all the same to you.
I'll kill you both, then string you up on the bridge.
Oh, I keep doing it when I have no stamina, that's why.
Are you a dream or this time it's destroyed for sure?
I was like, why do I keep
Devil puppet no more.
pulling him to me and then standing there looking dumb? Dude, he is entirely too fast for someone with a weapon that big, man. Yeah, like, that's ridiculous. Let's try this. Oh, and this is where it's done, man. I had him in the stagger. That worked okay, though. Don't know if it was necessarily better. Hmm. Go over here, grab my souls, or my Virgo. Might as well kill this too. I'm gonna teleport back to the hotel. Yeah, it took me a minute there. I thought I had to find it in the list. First, let's double check here. No, he doesn't have anything new.
I know my way around.
Make that +1 at least.
I'll use my power.
And then... Hang on. I'm curious. How much will...
I'll use my power.
putting points into advance increase the damage of the... So not even all that much. Like 3 points would bring it up by 5. Oh, I see. It only affects the electrical damage. Huh. So that would increase that by 4. That would increase it by 6. That would increase it by 3. That's funny. Seven and 3. 7 and 5. Oh yeah, because it scales poorly off technique. Okay. Hmm. Let's go for it. Now what do I have? Oop, I meant to use all of that. And bag. I thought I had put that in storage.
I'll use my power.
Do I want a little bit more health or a little bit more stamina? A little bit more stamina, I think.
know my way around.
Let's +1 that as well. $122 + 19. Wait, 9.1. I thought that.
I know my way around.
Oh, that's if I upgrade it again, it becomes 7. I get it, I get it. I thought it was already that much lighter, and I was gonna say, what the hell? Why is it back up in weight? Double check. That's okay. That is in storage now for sure. Give this boss one more try. Going into it missing a chunk of my health isn't ideal. Yeah, get wrecked. No, you won't, motherfucker, because I'm gonna get you. Ha!
Now I feel bad for my comrade.
Finally, we meet. Son. It's a dream come true. Seeing you like this. I understand
Beating people up?
why some people despise me. I invented the puppets after all. I should take responsibility as their maker. But in order for me to do that, I need to take care of the puppets at City Hall. Won't you help me, son? Take this. You'll find it most useful.
Ooh.
I want to hear all about your experiences, but now isn't a good time. Use the Stalker's key to open the bridge door. Then get rid of the frenzied puppets that have seized City Hall. We'll catch up at Hotel Crown when you're done.
All right. Yeah, let's not use the mask. I swear to God, man. It's supposed to be in storage. Okay, cool. Anything hiding around here? Oh, there is. A hidden moonstone.
So, about that weapon assembly tool you were talking about. If you find any more weapons, let's try using them here.
Oh, okay. Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. God damn. That was not the most effective way of fighting them, but it worked. Technically. Hey, a little shortcut bypassing the enemies. Anyway, I think I'm gonna call it there. So, calling that at almost 3 hours. Not too bad. Really enjoying the game though.